I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't paying my child support no more.
What?
Listen, you got yourself a rich man. Okay.
And what does that have to do with you?
A lot, because I ain't paying no more. I ain't got to pay no more child support.
So you to be on record saying that you don't pay.
You can put me on record. I don't care.
You be lying to your
Put it on record.
You be lying.
See what the average. Listen, I ain't finna going back and forth.
No, tell us
I'm done playing the child support. You got your man. You're happily married. So you're fine.
You're jealous because I mean, you're typical.
I'm doing. That's it. That's the only thing I'm doing.
You're lucky my husband's not here.
Is the office trying to get some more money for you?
Being a rich man.
Okay,
so no.
You good. You don't need no more money from me.
Desiree,
you don't need no more.
Desiree, this is your father. Talk to your daughter. Tell her why her daddy won't pay her child support. Tell her why my husband has to take care of her.
Don't put my child in this situation.
Because you won't take care of her.
I'm going to tell you one more
time. What you going to do?
Don't put that phone on my
But I'm talking to you so you can pay child support.
I'm not paying no child support. You got somebody that take care of you. You got somebody that's taking care of this house. And you got another man. I wasn't no bum you got with you.
Yes, it's a baby mama. You mad. You mad because I don't want to be a baby mama.
I don't want to hear all this stuff.
You mad because I couldn't stay a baby mama? Are you married?
I ain't never called you baby mama.
But that's what
I love that didn't work out. I'm gonna tell you why it didn't work out. You know why it didn't work out?
Why didn't it work out?
Because you said you want to be all professional with the guy that you.
No, I'm an educated black woman.
So that's why I'm not paying no more child. I'd rather go to jail than pay you another dime.
In jail.
He said what he said.
You're a guy that prides yourself on never having to step into the courtroom.
People's champ.
What are your first thoughts on it?
Just feel like homie's a sucker, man. Like, I don't care how papered up the next man is, yo. Like, my daughter or his daughter in that case should be taken care of by him. You should take pride of taking care of your children.
All right, just a little more context. It's a little bit more to it. He said, like, I'll give my daughter money, right? But so let's talk about what is child support for? What is it supposed to be for, in your opinion?
In my opinion, child support is for housing, for feeding, for educating, and for basic needs, deodorant, underwear, and clothes. Shoes, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But I feel like everything else is on you, is the source on how you want to, treat your child. If you want to just raise your child on the basics, send the child support. When that child calls you and asks you for extra money to join, to play on a basketball team, or to go to camp, or to get another, to get an extra pair of Nikes, or to do other things. If you want to say no, that's up to you and that child. That's on you as a father. Mm-hmm. But child support is the basics. If that child lives with that parent full time, myself, I was able to stay out of child support court was because my ex-wife and I were able to come up with an agreement on how we were going to house, clothes, pay for education.
I have a question for that.
Do all those things.
Is that approach was that approach able to be to take place because of how proactive you probably were already?
Yes.
Right? So like if you're a proactive person,
yeah.
Maybe even a little extra proactive if you know it's on the line. Like that should kind of keep you out of that, right?
I didn't grow up in a house. I grew up in a 2-family house.
Right.
When her mother and I split, I felt extremely guilty that my daughter was not going to have both her parents in her life full time. So I try to supplement it the best way I can.
When do women ask? Well, what is the primary, circumstance for a woman asking for child support or having to go to the court?
Like housing, cool. Let's go to housing. Like if a woman's on her own, she gets a 1-bedroom. Mm-hmm. What's the difference between a 1-bedroom and a 2-bedroom?
It's some money. Definitely some money.
What, like $600?
Probably.
So you should be able to pay like 3 of that, right? You should be able to split the cost of her having to have that extra room for that child, right?
Okay.
Okay.
You know,
That's
and then
fair.
to keep the car on the road, like and then you almost like, shout out to Tyrone, yo, Ty, shout out to you, man. We're exporting a lot of that work now to Ty, right? And you're exporting parenthood when you're not raising your child full time, you know? So now she has to worry about picking up and taking the kids to school and daycare, and well, not so much daycare, but picking her, like her schedule kind of revolves around the kid, and you get to go do whatever you want to do, you know? And that's what child support is for. But I feel like if you're willing to step up and to take on that responsibility, you could come to the agreement with that child's mother and not have to pay child support.
I kind of hear what dude is saying.
Okay.
I kind of hear what dude is saying.
In what way?
In my opinion, like you said, I feel like child support is for food, shelter, and clothing, right? And if you have a new husband that you telling me how rich he is, why do I gotta help? Like, why do you need my money to go towards your mortgage?
So her husband should be able to fuck that nigga too then. Like, that nigga's fucking everybody then. Like, nigga, he's taking care of her responsibility because he's fucking her. You know what I mean? Like, that's the woman she with. That doesn't necessarily mean that his nuts get to shrink up and he don't get to fucking be a fucking father.
Yo,
like, yo,
all right, that's no.
That's up. Like, he put her pussy back on the fucking market, and a rich nigga scooped it up. Now everybody hit the lotto cause she fucking a rich nigga.
No, yo, bro. If he says to me, all right, I'll do for my daughter what I want to do for my daughter, but paying you, yo, bro. I get what he's saying, because now if you're talking about a woman that is not in a situation and she's carrying the load and she has your kid and she don't have a significant other they don't have the means, I get it. But if you telling me your man is rich and you have more than enough to carry your mortgage, to pay for groceries in your house and stuff like that, all right, I could do shit for my daughter, but why do you need my child support? Why? If you telling me that your man is rich, why do you need my child support? I'm not saying I'm not going to be there for my child. I'm going to be there.
Whatever you can when you get to give whatever you want to when you can.
Not even. You give
a certain set amount.
No set amount. If my daughter asks me for something, yes, I'm gonna get it for her, right? But what? Like, okay,
so you want this other man to be your child's daddy?
No. Yo, bro, you just said you never stepped into a court, right?
Yeah.
You never had to pay child support.
No.
All right.
No.
So you paid what had to be paid. What was right?
Yeah.
So now you had to kick in certain spots, but let's just say, for instance, if your lady don't need it. She don't need it. She don't need, like, even y'all don't go to court, but she don't need the money, right? You might still want to get something for your daughter. You might want to take her places, buy her shit or whatever, but you're not gonna be like, yo, you know what? Let me give you money towards your rent. And she'd be like, nah, I don't need. Hold. She'd be like, I don't need it. Nah, I just want to give it to you because my daughter lives with you. Is that what we saying?
No. We're saying that if she said that she don't need it, okay, so
basically she said her husband rich, so they don't need it.
That's fine. So let me pay the whole tuition for the school, or let me pay that whole, like, let me take care of something. Like, I'm going to take care of something. This is my responsibility too. Like, I need to, as a man, take care of my child.
I'm shooting to do some bail.
If you are fine and you don't need to pay for any of that rent, I'm pretty sure, like, if everybody's up, we're not sending the kids to, like, a regular school. No offense to public school, but we're gonna do a private school, and then I'll pay for that then.
Okay.
Like, there's always a place where the money can
This
go.
is what I'm trying to say.
If she's into gymnastics, I'm gonna pay for gymnastics.
Dude didn't say no.
I'm gonna pay for tutoring. I'm gonna pay for anything. I'm going to.
All right.
I'm going to contribute to benefit my daughter.
Yes,
in a better way.
But
if she says that she doesn't want that money.
If the woman does not need the basic she don't need you to help cover food, shelter, and clothing, or even food and shelter.
Yeah.
That's not even because you could buy clothes for your kid or whatever, right? But if she said if you know she's good with the basics with food and shelter, right?
Yeah.
You just gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna just give you money just because if she says she don't need it. Because indirectly, she's saying she don't need it. If she's saying her husband is rich,
saying that she doesn't need you to be a father. So to
now
your kid.
It seems
her
like
husband is the father of her kid now.
Huh?
Her new husband is the father to you. That's all she's saying. And that's how you should take it.
No. If all right,
she's saying that I don't need your money.
No.
If she's saying I don't need your money to raise my child, she's saying my husband has enough money to raise your child. I don't need your money. I don't need you to be a father anymore.
Bro, if we're in a relationship, me and my baby moms is in a relationship, right? We have the ability to split custody.
Yeah.
But if you want full custody, you want her living in your house with your new husband, right? And majority of the time, if you got a woman that is a decent woman, she's gonna get that custody. Right? She's probably going to get preferential treatment over the man.
Well, that's the perk of going to child support. You get court mandated custody. So you either get holidays, you get weekends, you get summers. So the court mandates time that you get with your child as well too.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, but what I'm saying is that with that, you made the decision. You didn't want to split custody with me. You have her living with you.
Yeah.
Right? You wanted full custody, and they granted you full custody, right? Then your husband, right? He marries you knowing you have these kids or whatever like that.
Right.
So when as a man that's dating a woman that has a child, you know you're taking on that responsibility. You're not gonna get the woman. You're not gonna get the woman without the child.
No, yeah, fine.
So. Is he totally wrong to say like, yo, if you telling me how rich your husband is, all right, so what you need my child support money for? If you got the basics covered, because this dude is rich, you don't need me to help pay your mortgage, right? You don't need me to help with the grocery bill.
It's a sense of pride though. It's a sense. You ever had to move in with somebody?
No. The pride is
the pride. That was kind of good without you anyway, but then. You just there and you're like, yo, you know what? Just as a sense of good faith and a sense of pride, I'm going to give you something, even though I know you don't need it. But I'm just going to give you this anyway. You got to pay your way in life. Like you can't. I don't know. And a sense of pride, like you can't look at Future and Russell Wilson right now.
Mm-hmm.
Future got it. Russell Wilson got it. Future is being clowned by social media and America for letting another man raise his child. If that's what it looks like, you're letting another man be your child's daddy.
And this is
then cool with that.
No.
If you want to walk around letting another man be your child's daddy.
Do you understand what you're saying?
Good for you.
This is what people respect. Money. You just talking about money, right? He never said I'm not gonna he could just raise my daughter. Right. He said like, yo, you don't need my money.
He's taking the kid to camp. He's doing everything with him. Yo, you know
he
what's
said,
a good thing
bro, the dude said
what he could say? He could be like, yo, listen, that's cool. First of all, he don't got no choice in this child. I don't even know what that whole argument is about.
No, he don't really
like
have no choice.
I don't even understand what that talk was about because there's no negotiating child support in the fucking hallway of a fucking house.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You gotta go to court for that shit.
Yeah.
And when the
absolutely.
court when the judge says you stop paying, that's when you stop paying.
Mm-hmm.
So all that talking he doing doesn't mean anything.
No, he said he'd go to jail before you give him the money.
And that's the first sign of a fucking deadbeat. There's a lot of niggas in jail right now because they don't want to fucking pay for their fucking kids.
All right. So first of all, I think they're both scorned, right? They're both scorned. And if you really sitting there talking about
scorned?
Huh?
She's going. Start with her first.
Because if first of all, if he's a bum, like she called him, that child support she getting is bullshit if her man is rich.
Have some fucking pride. So you deserve to just
Bro, what's the pride? What's the pride to say
paying for your fucking kid?
No. This is what I'm trying to say. I said it before, but I don't know if you're listening.
How much money does
he said I'll pay for my daughter's shit myself. He said that. Right?
So what, like fucking s'mores at camp?
I don't know. I can't tell you what that is. But child support. That's why we spoke about no, it's not in the video. It goes further. It goes further. But what I was as far as he said that he would provide for his daughter himself.
Yeah.
Right? He's like basically
I'm not carte. You want an a la carte dad. Like,
bro.
Which I was an a la carte dad, but I was above and beyond. But cool, please.
Well, I mean, I don't know. As far as
another nigga up, like, oh, let this nigga be. You want me to sign somewhere? Cause that nigga be his daddy.
That's what. Dude, this is why we spoke about what do you consider child support? What is it for? Right? And we said it was for the basic necessities.
Yeah.
And if the basic necessities are covered, right?
Yeah.
Like,
that shit go the fucking new nigga. Pardon me, cool. I actually didn't check, but I'm gonna finish up. The new nigga that she fucking gets reimbursed for what he's spending on your fucking kid. Yes.
No, he don't.
Cool. Interject, please.
I don't know. You kind of took it further than where
you want to play stepdaddy, then you play stepdaddy.
Nah, you want to play stepdaddy, but
play stepdaddy.
You want to be trans daddy now.
Well, I definitely don't want no stepdad. See, I don't know, man. I feel like what you lay forth as a man is what happens with the rest of everything else.
I got you a cam, man. You too cool, man. We got the camera for you.
Her barking on him the way she's barking on him, if I had to just take it for face value, it's probably because the nigga might have been dishonest in some other situations. That's one.
She
aspect,
mad,
right?
She mad.
She mad about maybe the nigga was messing with too many biddies, or you know what I'm saying? Maybe he wasn't giving the money. Maybe
she had a little chain he had on.
Maybe he was funny with the money, so she had to do child. Like I told you, you into child support. I kind of feel like for one or two reasons. Either like one, you're not dependable. A person doesn't see you dependable enough to where I can just count on.
I make sure you paying.
I gotta make sure. I gotta
get somebody involved to make you
kick in.
Yeah,
because if I don't, you know what I'm saying, that's where I believe it comes from. Or two, you just messed up the relationship so bad that a person doesn't have a compassion for you and what you can do. And once again, it's kind of like feelings controlling both. Both lanes. So him, especially him not going back and forth, I'll go to jail versus the, things like that.
You got two people trying to spite each other.
That's
right?
what it really looks.
And
that's what it really
first,
looks.
If I'm the stepdad, if I'm the new husband, that shit would not go down. That like
we're not gonna do this. We're not gonna argue about.
No,
I'm
not gonna let my wife argue with her baby pops over. If I got bread like that,
over some money,
over some little money, right? Because she called him a bum, right? So evidently that child support is probably nothing, right? And if we got it, why are you sitting there arguing with this nigga over the little money?
That's something they got to work out.
No, it is, but bro, I'd be like, yo, you giving that dude that much energy over the money he giving?
That's what a lot of people don't want to mess with women with children, because there's a third person in their relationship now. Now you got to have her blood pressure up high. She don't want to give you no pussy tonight. Because she mad at another nigga.
We got to be accountable for our decisions. If you make the decision to move on with somebody that has prior situations, that's the shit you got to deal with. Yeah. Right? So I don't feel like, bro. Yeah.